Alright, so, has it started? It has started. Those of you present awaken in the Stinking Lizard Tavern. After the night of the tournament, you took the corpse of the giant spider out of the granary and took it over to the owner of the bushy tail, who paid you a sum total of 5 gold. And at some point you guys may want to start party funds, or you may just want to have one person that's the treasurer and is keeping track of that. But the group receives 5 gold for that corpse. Alternately, she can put it on a tab or something.
I can make up an Excel spreadsheet or something for party funds if you guys want.
That seems reasonable. I mean, we can put it on the tab for now, though, since you want to buy the floral eventually.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see a broader selection of what she has.
Yes.
And we'll come back to her. So
and I'll work on it.
We can put it on the tab for the moment.
Okay, so
is that the woman that you got the creepy chipmunk sounds?
yes. Yes, it is indeed. Alright, so the three of you awaken in the Stinking Lizard. Zillaris and Cyrenixia are not present. They may be doing other things, you don't know, or they decide not to come with you. But the day is yours to do it as you wish.
I'm immediately very nervous that Cyrenixia is not here.
How does this manifest?
I just kind of like, Jama, where did Cyrenixia go?
Oh, I'm not quite sure. I think I know that yesterday she had some matters to take care of in deeper in the city. Something about armor. Perhaps she went to go handle that.
Like, kind of on edge, but okay with it.
Arenta, it is a pleasure to see you again. We didn't expect to find you prior to our little engagement yesterday.
Well, it's definitely one of the most exciting things happening in the city.
That's good. That's good.
Anything interesting yesterday?
What was that, Sarah? I'm sorry.
Did you do anything interesting yesterday?
I think nearly losing a leg to a dog was pretty interesting.
You were with us. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's alright.
You can ask her what she was doing the other 2 days.
It's alright.
Alright.
I know that we had considered investigating deeper into those tunnels. That might be worth our time. Also, I know that when we had first spoken to the gentleman at Office 154, that they did not quite appreciate our skills. Perhaps now we could secure better recognition, no longer be called street sweepers.
Sure, okay. I think that's a good idea.
I think they have a pay limit we could get raised, maybe?
Definitely worth investigating before we do any more work.
Perhaps we should approach them with a cooler name.
That is true. Fear of the name does produce fear of the thing itself. So what could we be named?
Voldemort.
Fuck you.
Everyone.
You gotta make it subtle, Emily.
Okay, yeah, thanks, Hermione Granger, with that sick.
Yeah, listen. All I'm saying is I put up a little flag and then you fired a cannon. So.
I just missed what happened.
See?
Inside
there you go.
joke. theirs. I don't know what they mean, but
The Savage 6.
Are we 6?
I don't know, I can't.
Oh.
I'm lying. I just don't know you all.
No, how many are we? I don't think we know.
I think that we're 5 at the moment.
this is accurate.
Do any of you have a familiar we could count?
I could get one. Actually, yes. Would you like us to have a familiar?
I mean, we could be the Furious 5. It's not that big of a hang-up.
I mean, but would you like it if we had a familiar that we could count?
I have a taxidermy chipmunk.
That's true, but I mean one that would walk around.
No, that is perfect.
Well, all right then.
So you have a new name?
I feel like this. I feel like this is going to be something that we need to get the whole group in on.
I feel weird choosing a new name without Derek.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should head over to the office then and see what they'll say. Would that be a worthy use of your time, Renta? Agate?
Yeah, sure. I think earning more money is always a worthy use of time.
I agree, most heartily. All right, let's be off. And on the way, there is a delicious bun seller. We need to get some breakfast. We need to buy about 15 of his rolls. Listen, I know this is crazy, but he makes these rolls and they are magical. Literally magical. I mean, they taste good,
That
but they
is
also.
crazy.
But they are. They are magic.
Are they just...
Oh, mine was just pretty tasty yesterday.
I am doing the push to talk.
One of you should.
I'm
Is
already
working?
doing it. He just said it was echoing.
It is
Is this
echoey.
working?
Yes.
Where was I?
Buns.
Oh yes, the bun seller is. I don't know how he does it. They taste very good, but that's not the important thing. They could taste like gravel as far as I'm concerned. The man saved my life.
Was that why yesterday and then you were back up again? Was that what that was?
I think so. It must have been. I felt this great upswelling of strength from my gut.
It's the yeast.
That would make sense. Maybe it's magical yeast.
Rises yeast.
I wonder if he has yeast that will rise you enough to make you float.
Was good
Either way,
breakfast. Mind
we should
having
go.
it again. We're going to Magic Buns.
All right.
Does the stand have a name?
No.
Maybe Magic Buns now.
And the guy is not in the same space he was yesterday.
I will look around wildly and then approach one of the nearby shopkeepers and ask him, did the man move somewhere? Did he go to another spot?
The shopkeeper is not really a shopkeeper. He's sort of like working on whittling some stuff, and he's making spoons.
Okay, I ask the spoon
He
manufacturer.
He looks at me, he's like, oh, that one? He moves around a lot.
Do you happen to know where he might be today?
Gull's Foot?
How far is that from here?
You're in Gull's Foot.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
somewhere in the district of Gull's Foot.
Okay, We'll walk through the district then.
Shall we investigate?
Yes!
Make an
Investigate.
investigation check.
One of you roll an investigation check, please, and someone may help you.
Is anyone
Oh, mine's good.
Oh, there you go. Go for it.
I'm so dumb.
Hey!
Oh!
After about 2 minutes of walking around, you find him, and he smiles as he
Yes.
sees you.
The
Hello,
nose
good
of a
morning.
child.
Hey, you had such good bread yesterday. We're wondering, do you have any more interesting bread today?
What did you think of the sleeping bread?
I didn't try it yet.
It's not as good when it's not fresh.
Point.
Gonna feed a spider sleeping bread.
This is the plan. No, see, sometimes I like my bread a little bit old.
Nuts.
What kinds of bread do you have today?
Well, I've got bread that protects against plague. I have a little bit more of that bread that protects from harm. I have bread that makes people like you. I have regular bread.
Bread that makes people like you.
How does it make people like you?
He shrugs. It
I
just does.
will have the. I would like to purchase the bread that makes people like you. That sounds very sad, but
I would like to get one plague bread, please.
Plain bread?
she said plague.
Plague bread, okay. So it's 2 coppers for the special bread and 1 copper for normal bread.
I'm gonna eat the plague bread.
I suppose I'll take the one that protects from harm,
Okay.
since that hasn't been taken.
That's probably a good idea. Given your.
I have so many hit points now.
Yeah, but you're still a lower level. No, not really, but same difference. I don't know.
You're the tank. Okay. 2 copper. With our bread in hand, or in stomach rather.
Yes.
I'm eating the bread that makes people like
My
you
bread too.
as I'm walking along.
Is anyone like reacting to Omra differently now that he's eaten the make people like him bread?
No.
Do we like him more?
Well, that kind of depends on how much you liked him to begin with, but Jamra, roll me a d6, please.
I'll roll you a d6.
Yes.
Okay. 5.
No noticeable difference, just Jamra.
Does it turn into toast around you?
Those. Oh! Do you hold up your slice of bread and try to toast it on my hair?
Just give it a nice browning on the side.
This is so undignified.
Love this. That is great.
No, I do actually like you better. You're useful.
I don't know what to say.
Does your bread taste much better? Should I do that too? I like try to jump up and like.
Would you like some help?
And oh no.
Do you mind if I lift the small one? May I lift you?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I would like to lift Agate up so she can toast her bread on Jamra's hair.
You do so. People are staring at you now.
It's much better toasted.
Oh yes, much better.
I maintain a wooden smile.
Have you left the area where...
Yeah, I figured we were walking towards the office.
So while walking, you're toasting your bread on Jamra's hair. And you're walking towards office 154. Great. As you come in, you note that the older one, Dag, is not present today. And as you're looking around, you notice that Jin is still there, doing paperwork, and he looks up and smiles when he sees you. And there's a young woman also doing some paperwork, and she looks and smiles with this very bright smile. How can I help you?
Hello. We are the members of Squad 13. We had completed a portion of a mission for you all the other day, and we wanted to speak with you about potentially raising our, I'm not sure of your word, our station within your organization. We were informed that there were varying levels that capped payment and the number of jobs that could be completed.
She nods. Yes, that is true. And Jin sort of looks up and says, "Oh, by the way, we found some of the victims' families, and one of the victims' family members wants to speak with you."
Oh, well, we would be happy to do anything that could alleviate their pain. Isn't that right, Orenta?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
What victims?
Don't worry about it.
What did you all do?
Shh. All is well.
The young woman is sort of smiling fixedly at you all.
And say, we would be certainly happy to speak to any of them. Is there a time or a place where that would be more convenient for them?
As soon as possible, I guess.
Okay. Where
I
can we
give you
find?
their direction.
That
if you
would be
want.
very helpful. Yes, thank you.
And
And what is your name?
the young woman looks up at you and still smiling. It's like reaches out her hand and says, "Delia."
Delia. A pleasure to meet you, Delia. And I'll give a little bow and I'll shake her hand in both of mine.
She sort of nods and seems fascinated by your hair.
Question. As Jomra bows, does he stand any risk on catching anything off on fire, including our new friend?
No. Unless it does, Jamra.
No, it's really not even very much of it that actually is flame. It's just at the very tips.
Okay.
There are genasi that have much more fire, but he is kind of a runt in that regard. As someone who, if someone knew genasi well, they might notice that. But
Okay.
Jomra, with your hair like that, how do you sleep on a pillow?
Carefully. Also, most of my pillows were made of this fine, white, clean substance. It was quite soft, and I was told it was made from some sort of mineral that was fire resistant.
Oh, very cool. I never thought about that.
Jin looks fascinated.
How do you shower? Does it go out in water?
There's just a little bit of bubbling at the very tip. But we did not have baths as you do at my home. We clean ourselves with oil, generally. You would go into a hot room and you would apply it, and then there would be these brushes to scrape it off along with any dirt.
Oh, about the getting the different status thing. We have to do more before we do that?
Oh yes, we were just the victors of yesterday's tournament as well. We are currently, I believe the term is street sweepers, and we would like to improve that.
All right. Well, I guess we don't really have that here. because we kind of deal with street sweepers. But if when did you start? You started 3 days ago, and he started like sort of calculating, and he's flipping through papers. He's kind of like, "You won the tournament? Well, I know. What's his name? Jambis Dartheur," and he like scooches over and like grabs another piece of paper and like starts looking at it. Yeah, Jambis Dartheur. He might know people who are looking for private guards or something. If you wanted to do that, if you keep doing what you're doing, cleaning out the granaries and stuff, probably someone in the Tranquil Guards might notice you and
Oh, of course,
give you a
and
higher
that would
level
be
job.
that would be very appreciated. But you see, we were informed that there was a cap of 10 gold pieces per person in terms of the amount of bounties we could turn in while we held this rank, and we would certainly like to continue assisting you, but I believe that we have very nearly reached our cap.
Yeah, how much gold have you earned now? You each had. Some of you
I'm
have
sure
less
that
than
you could
others.
find that in your papers there.
Yeah, he sort of starts looking through. I think it was 5 gold for those of you who have done all the sessions so far that you've earned. And Orentha might have 3. It's either 5 or 6 gold, I think.
I had a total of 8 in my pouch at the beginning of
so
last.
You have 3 gold that Orentha's earned.
Yeah, I think that were we given? Yeah, it might have been.
And the rest of you either have 5 or 6.
Yeah.
If you guys can't give us more money, we can.
No, but I can't hear you, Sarah.
If you don't want to give us more money, we could keep doing the street thing. It was a little bit scary yesterday, but we could do it some more.
Yeah, Jin kind of nods and goes, I mean, once you get hired by someone else, your quota goes up. We can't pay you more if you're just street sweepers. But once you've got like a certain level of bounty and earnings, and if you pass like the skill test and stuff, which I guess since you won the tournament you passed, you just have to like, you know, because there's only so many people that we can hire to do things other than street sweeping. So you'd have to like, yeah, Jambis might know who would be willing to hire private guards, and then otherwise, if you go talk to Tranquil Guard captains, they would probably have jobs for you too.
I see. You were cutting out a bit. Who is Jambis?
Jambis Dartheur is the family member of one of the corpses.
Okay, so
the family member of one of the what?
Corpses.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, we can talk to him about a guard position?
Well, we should certainly speak to him, and maybe he will. Maybe that's why he wants to talk to us.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that we need from them?
Do you ask that, or do you just?
No,
like,
I was asking to the rest of the group.
Oh, I thought it was me.
I don't think so. They said we could talk to Jambis or the guard captains.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go talk to Jambis then first.
Okay.
Because he's the one we have the connection with.
He sort of says like, but if you want to get more troglodytes, always happy.
Oh, certainly. We will investigate that further.
Sort of nods, and Delia smiles. She hasn't stopped smiling since you came in. She's either very nervous or very friendly.
Can I make an insight check? It's a little odd. Like, she.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Natural 20.
It is her first day on the job, and she's very nervous.
Oh.
That's what I was going to ask.
Sorry, what did you say, Sarah?
Oh, nothing. It's okay.
Okay. On our way out, I will just turn and thank Delia by name for her help.
She sort of like half giggles. And it's like,
Maybe it's the bread. I think it's the
bread.
bread.
I think it's
It's the bread.
You should give her some bread.
I don't have any left. I ate my bread.
Yes, you did. Oh, so many cool things. I need to just start playing with the monster manual and go through everything. Figure out stuff you can fight.
Oh, goody.
That will almost kill you.
Hooray. All right.
I guess we're outside now. Like, what kind of day is it outside?
It's a relatively sunny day. There are some clouds, but it more stops the... what's the word? The sun from being too intense, rather than... Like, it's a pleasant day.
Okay.
Alright, so you are heading... Jin gave you the direction for Jambis, and you realize it's in Pemelp, which I have yet. So this is Gull's Foot. Wait, other difference. This is Gull's Foot, and this is Cynic, and Pemelp is right about here.
Okay.
So I will actually start marking that.
I think there's a text box on the.
Oh,
the
even
draw.
better. I knew that.
I have a small one.
So. This is Gull's Foot.
What a sweet little hamster.
She was like her cage, and she was like, what she'll do is she'll like run off one of the edges at breakneck speed and hope that my hand's gonna be there. And this time it wasn't. She just tumbled.
Oh no.
Is it one word?
What?
Yes.
4 inches. Be fine.
What is her name? What is she eating? Her cheeks are so chubby.
This is Carlton, and she's eating popcorn.
She gets a lot of popcorn.
Dad said she lost weight when he visited.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Can you small one?
Oh, that's the problem. That's.
I love Carlton. Can she be our animal companion?
She would if Sarah hadn't tried to like steal stuff from your backpacks.
Could you turn off the grid on this page?
Yes. I think so. I don't know if I can do that, but I think so.
If you go on the top bar, you can edit this page, and you can turn off the grid, and then we can move the names around. There it is.
Oh, I see. Oh, tiny spot.
So this guy is in Pemelp.
Yes. And let me actually do Hearthfire.
Do we have to like pass through gates to get there, or is that just another arbitrary distance?
It's all arbitrary once you can see the walls.
Roughly how big is this city in miles from the top to the bottom?
Good question. We'll get there when we get there.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was like Manhattan sized or...
No, it's smaller than Manhattan.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I didn't want to do that. I want to pan. Alright, so you head on your way to Pemelp, and Pemelp is not quite as nice as... Wait, where did you go, Jumbra, yesterday? You didn't get to Cynic Heights, did you?
No, I was at the docks.
Okay. So, it looks much nicer than Gullsfoot does. There's nicer houses, there's plants flowering on the rooftops and vines crawling down. People are slightly more smiley. You see, so up till now you've seen the ink-stained who wear blue robes, and the tranquil guards who sort of wear like armor of some kind with leather or like dark red. Words are so hard. Sleeves or capes. There we go. Cloaks. Cloaks to keep off weather. But now you see a lot more people. It's not that you see fewer of these people, you see them all together, but you also see people who aren't necessarily wearing a uniform, but who have insignias on their shoulders, or a very distinctive symbol of two circles, one overlapped over the other.
Like a Venn diagram?
Venn diagram?
Kind of, yeah, yes. Except Venn diagrams are horizontal and this is angled.
Oh, these are vertical.
They're not vertical, they're like 45 degrees.
Okay. Do
But
we
it is
recognize these as the guards?
They are not guards, they seem to be merchants.
Oh, interesting. And they all have this symbol. Don't like that.
Is this like a residential area, or is this
It seems to be partially residential and partially more commercial. And not everyone is wearing these symbols, you just notice it as sort of being it might be on an armband, it might be very large on the back, or like a little insignia, but it seems like this is a group that these people have chosen to affiliate themselves with.
Yesterday when I was in the marketplace and I was talking to people and asking about things, did I hear anything about these merchants and what this symbol might mean?
It's just a symbol of those hired by the queens to
so they work directly
business.
for the queens.
Yeah, they're the gilded. I only remember their.
The gilded.
The
They are the
gilded pockets,
gilded pockets.
also known as clinkers.
I assume that's derogatory.
It's not necessarily derogatory. It's just like it's the more cant phrase. You wouldn't use it to their face, but they would probably call each other that if they're being like really. The official name is Gilded Pockets.
Interesting.
What color are their robes?
Shades of green.
And does everybody in this district have them, or is it just very apparent?
Is it what?
Does everybody in this district have them, or is it just a lot more people than we're used to seeing?
A lot more people than you're used to seeing. It's not everyone has it.
Okay.
What are the people that aren't them? What are they wearing?
They're just wearing regular clothes. It's a bit more fancy than you've seen in Gullsfoot, but it's not like ridiculously fancy.
Okay. Yeah, this was one thing. I'm sorry, we're like throwing the questions at you, but what's like the position of this town? Like, or like, what's the breakdown?
I didn't hear part of that question. What's the what of this town?
Like, what's the racial composition of this district? Is it like?
You see a lot of halflings, you see humans, and some half-elves. In general, in Guavir, it seems like there's not a lot of dragonborn or genasi or tieflings, but people seem surprised to see you as a tiefling or a genasi, but it's kind of cosmopolitan enough that they don't see you immediately as an outsider, they just see you as slightly different and you're unexpected and you stand out.
Okay. Nice.
Interesting.
as we're walking on the way to this dude's house, are there any cool like shops or places that are a little nicer than what we were used to seeing in Goldsfoot?
Yeah, so it's Sarah Nix isn't here, so I don't have like my plan that I was gonna say, but there's shops sort of along the walls. There's some people that are not many, like nothing in comparison to Gull's Food. There's no stuff like that, food trucks or something like that. But there are people who are just saying like, I have this for sale. There's another person just randomly selling really pretty looking spoons. And mostly what you notice is just the flowering plants that seem to be everywhere, growing vegetables or fruit or... So that is what makes it most distinctive from Coltsfoot.
Interesting. Okay.
And there are signs. But Agate wouldn't notice that.
As we're walking through, could I just keep my ear out and could I hear what the government, what the Gilded Pockets are buying and selling? Like, does it seem like they are primarily here purchasing things for the government, or is this like a government-operated consortium?
So in heading towards Jambis Dartheur's house, you're not necessarily cutting through the marketplace. Like you sort of hear that there is a marketplace, but a lot of people, like you do see some storefronts and there seem to be fine cloth or sort of general store areas. There's a few nicer taverns in this area. It definitely seems like it's out of the level that you can afford.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you could technically afford one night anywhere if you wanted, but you would... How much you had left over afterwards is a different story.
Okay.
So, we'll get to that when we get to that, and you will get that information when I've spent some more time on the economy.
Yeah, we will head to Jambis's abode, though.
Okay. So it's
right?
Yes, I believe so.
Yep.
Everyone's nodding, so we should be fine. Yes, so it's a large sort of greenhouse. It is painted green, a sort of light mint, and then on top are some vines coming down. They seem to be flowering with small white flowers. You can't quite see to the top, but it seems to be a two-leveled house. And there's a few guards standing around, but they seem to be just here for regular things, rather than having been hired by this person.
Does this house appear to be like... Is it like nicer than the houses around it, or...
No, it's relatively the same level. Its distinguishing characteristic is that it is mint green.
How cool are the other houses?
How cool are the others?
What color are the other houses?
All sorts. Mostly cream, some are light pink, pastels.
Is the house the same color green that the robes of the clinkers are?
No, because the robes of the clinkers are sort of all different shades of green.
So do we knock on the door?
Yeah, we are going to. I mean, you can go up and knock, or I can.
I don't know who the corpses are that we are talking to.
Okay, so then Agan and I will. So I will talk to the. I will go up and walking with our companions. I will approach the door, unless there's like clearly a doorman or a gate or something.
You knock.
Yeah.
And There's a small shutter in the door that pulls open and says, "Business, please."
Yes, we are Squad 13. We were sent for by the master of the house.
Nods. The shutter clicks again. The door opens. Says, "Do you have some identification?"
Yes, we'll show off our squad paperwork.
Okay. Which Serenexia very obligingly left for you.
Well, that was very kind of her.
I mean, all of you have the information on your ID cards that you are a member of Squad 13, but
Yeah.
it is also helpful having it. The actual paperwork. The person who seems of indeterminate gender and is sort of wearing long flowing robes of a light brown shows you to a room and says, "Wait here, please." And the room is rather opulent, relatively plain. Simultaneously, like, it's plain, but what you see, Jamra, at least because you would pay attention to this, is high quality stuff, just not, like, nothing's gilded, but it is clearly made with care and attention.
Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. We'll wait patiently. I would like to keep an eye on Agate during this to make sure that no sticky fingers
All right. Agate, would you like
come
to do
about.
anything as you're waiting?
I just kind of want to look around. Are there any types of objects that I haven't seen before or would be new to me?
There's candlesticks. There's a small fireplace upon which the candlesticks rest. There's a window with panes. No bookshelves. It's mostly just chairs and, I mean, comfy chairs, but not the comfiest chairs. Like, they're not super soft couches or anything like that. The rug is very intricate and very nice.
Oh,
Are there any interesting books on the shelves?
There aren't books. Sorry.
oh, I guess there were. Okay. I'm not gonna cause any problems.
Okay.
All right. After waiting 2 to 3 minutes, the person that let you in comes back and says, "Follow me, please," and sort of leads you through the hallway of the house, which also has a very beautiful carpet on it and walls of light goldish color, like not gold, but just a color that is slightly burnt orange.
Okay.
And walks past one door on the right and then turns left down a hallway and opens up a room and says, "Squad 13, sir." And you see sitting behind a desk many times larger than himself a halfling man with curly black hair who sort of jumps up as you come in and says, "Welcome," and just seems very cheerful.
I immediately say, I'm sorry for your loss.
We are very sorry that we have had to carry such dark tidings to you.
He immediately gets quite sad and
Oh no!
Guys, he was so happy.
Wait, hang on. I thought he knew and we were just going to go visit him.
yeah, but you reminded him.
Oh, well, that's okay, fine.
It's like, yes.
Sarah, you monster! How could you remind the man of the corpse we brought him yesterday?
You didn't bring it to him.
I remind him of the reason that we're here to talk to him.
He sort of looks downcast for a minute and goes, "Yes, she's very young, but you know."
I presume this was the halfling that we found.
Yes,
Is this his daughter or
his sister.
Okay.
But we are rather estranged. I'm really just glad to know that she's where she is, even if where she is currently waiting to be buried.
Of course.
So, why did you call us here?
Well, I've heard of your exploits down in the granaries and the tunnels, and I've been dealing with a sort of similar problem. I don't know if you know this yet, but most houses in Govira, while they may not have direct access to the underground, certainly have cellars, and many of them will, at least in more unsavory circles, will certainly have an entrance into the tunnels that most people don't realize run under the city.
I see.
But it has come to my attention that there is one near my house, and I would like it cleared out of unsavory beasts. Especially since I would like to have workers down there to hold it up. And it is difficult to do so when there are beasts attacking my workers. And then he just sort of smiles and says, "But now you're here, and hopefully you will be willing to take on this job."
Or that sounds like something we could do.
Can you not hear him? Or
I can't hear Emily right now either.
yeah, you're cutting in and out a lot.
Yeah,
Not
so
really.
is Maria.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah, no,
unfortunate.
that's what that was in reference to.
Oh, no, I just can't
Um,
hear Emily at all.
I haven't been pushing my button.
Okay.
So, did you say there were beasts in the tunnels?
Yes.
What sort of beasts should we expect?
The odd troglodyte I've heard tell of spiders. And in
You say, well, we like spiders.
his eyes sort of get big, and they're giant spiders.
Yeah, those
They
are the.
taste good.
Yeah, it's never mind. Try to be smile very charming.
The big ones have
Roll a
more.
charisma check.
Okay. Charisma. Where is my charisma? Ooh.
That's a save, my dear.
It just adds her proficiency.
Okay.
Presumably, given that she is proficient in all the charisma skills.
That's fair.
Wait, so check would be just a roll 20?
No, just on your sheet, right where all of your ability scores is, click charisma. Not in saving throws.
Oh, I see.
That's still a save. That's weird. Okay, hold on.
Wait, hang on. I don't have
I think it does it
charisma.
automatically because you don't normally.
That doesn't make sense.
Wait, hang on.
No,
There we go.
Oh,
there you go.
That's it.
Okay.
See. I figured it out.
Great. He sort of looks at you and he's like, "Aren't you a little young to be on a squad?"
I don't know.
Well, how old are you?
I'm 13.
Arantha looks horrified that this is actually a 13-year-old.
Oh, Arentha is like twice the age of most people in this group.
Yes. Arantha is old compared to everybody.
she may seem quite young, but I assure you that Agatha is very skilled and has acquitted herself with great dignity and success not 24 hours ago at the tournament.
Huh? Which tournament?
What is the name of the tournament?
It didn't have a name.
The more impressive one.
What was the name of the district it was in?
Gull's Foot,
That was the
Which-
Gull's Foot tournament.
which you should remember.
But I don't remember where everything, where everywhere
Everything
we go
you've been doing so far is pretty much in Gull's Foot.
in Gull's Foot.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the Gull's Foot tournament.
Sort of nods. Interesting.
We would be very happy to assist you with that. We were told, however, that there was some change in our designation that might need to occur for more private work, or...
Well, I mean, if you do well, I'll certainly hire you. But I mean, I can't just hire someone, and even if you've won the tournament in Gull's Foot, but tournaments near the center of the city are very different from tournaments closer to the outside, and so if for some reason you did not do... If you did well on Gull's Foot's tournament, but you would fail horribly in a Pelop tournament, well then, you see why I can't exactly hire you right away.
Oh, of course. But you say that this challenge would be appropriate then.
Yes, I
what-
believe so.
All right.
So if we win the tournament, were you going
No,
to
no,
hire us, or
No, this
This-
wasn't the tournament. He was saying if we get rid of the things that are in his
Oh, okay. Sorry.
the cellar he's trying to build.
Yep.
What would be the terms of such an arrangement?
Well, I mean, if I hire you, the pay... How many of there are you, by the way? Is it just the three of you?
There are 5 of us.
But
The 3 of us are here at the moment.
And are they as good as you are?
Oh yes. Fought in the tournament and acquitted themselves very well, and we have braved great dangers with them. We are proud to stand alongside them.
I see. Well, I see no reason why. I would give you a place to stay, of course. There's lodgings in my own house. Of course, not as nice as this. And he sort of gestures to his very pretty study with many books on the
Of
wall.
course.
But there would be 3 rooms that you can all use. 2 or 3 beds in each. I'll have to talk to the housekeeper. But you should be able to stay there, and you would each get paid 4 gold a day, which would be paid roughly weekly. And then housing would have come out of that, so really you'd make 3 gold a day. And you get a day off every 10 days, and you can do whatever you like on those days. I believe the paperwork works out to not having to... So I'm just gonna no, I'm not going to do that. Never mind, sorry. But I believe the paperwork at that stage allows you to just make up to 50 gold once you're hired by a private citizen.
I
Weekly?
see.
So, or 40? I haven't hired guards in a long time. We'll find out if you survive.
Well, that
Many
seems
people
appropriate.
don't.
so we can make up. Sorry, this is a Maria question.
Yes.
We can make up to 50 gold, but we get paid 3 gold a day.
Is
You can
that?
say- you can-
If you hire us. Go
I
on.
think that's for other jobs, right?
Yeah.
Like, is the
So right now,
Ah.
your weekly earnings are 10 gold a week. which tournament earnings don't count as. It's not counted as salary income. It's counted as like
And I presume
winnings.
that's just like from government jobs. That's not like a cap on what a person can earn doing other things.
Right, though if you start earning more than that, people start asking questions. In the sense of like, are you doing something you shouldn't be doing? And if you are doing something you should, like, if you're selling stuff on the side and therefore making like 20 gold a week, why didn't you file like proper paperwork?
Tax returns, Jack. Tax returns.
Yeah, tax returns are filed once a year, Sarah. These are filed seemingly once a week.
I know.
This is the
Well, I mean, it sort of
I am
works
realizing
out
this
roughly.
wrangling extent of the bureaucracy that is present here, and we can gain a lot of competitive advantage by.
I feel like I created a very broken system, but is it broken well or broken badly?
No, it's okay. We'll
But yeah,
just use
so
it to
basically
break
your
the-
weekly earning power has gone up by 40 gold. And
Is that just for working for him, or is he hiring us as guards for the district? Like, you've been cutting out. I don't know what's happening.
oh, okay, I'll write this down as I'm saying it again.
Okay.
So he's hiring you for 4 gold pieces daily and living with him with all expenses included costs you 1 gold daily. So per week you earn 28 gold pieces, but you have 21 gold pieces. And then by being hired by a private citizen, your earning power weekly goes up to 50 gold a day. A week, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Is this
And
is
this
this
doesn't include tournament earnings.
is this what you were doing out of annoyance that Derek wouldn't make a budget?
No. No, all of this stuff is on the fly.
Okay. That all makes sense.
And then Jack says stuff like, that all makes sense. I'm like, okay.
No,
I
it does
haven't
make
broken it
sense.
yet.
It's essentially the lifestyle system.
So we
Yeah.
can still take other jobs and get 30 more
Yes.
gold.
Yeah, we're just gonna have certain responsibilities, presumably regarding guarding this place.
Yeah.
I
And
imagine
people keep
that this
track
was-
of it. And it may take, like, they won't find, if you make, like, 100 gold in 1 week, they're not going to notice right away, like, just based on your observations, Jamra. They're not going to notice right away, but they will notice. And once they notice, if there's not, like, a good reason for it, or, like, if you don't do something about it, they'll come and, like, start asking questions.
Yeah, I mean, always the problem with the taxes is when does the information have to enter into a system where they're going to find out about it? So if we
will
do decide
figure
to
that
start
out.
if we do decide to start operating outside the law at any point here, we got to make we have to find a way. Essentially, we need to launder the money. Well, that'll be very interesting. We could open a pizza place. We could open a mattress firm. I hear they're a money laundering operation.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I
but
like
I mean,
the idea of sneaking hundreds of gold pieces that weigh just a ton through the city.
yeah, that's fair. But I mean, to a degree, the whole weekly salary thing is more of a mnemonic because at this point, like, it makes absolutely no sense for me to be like, you can earn up to 1,000 golds a year. You know, like, that doesn't mean anything to you. That doesn't really mean anything to me. So we're keeping it.
Oh,
on
I
a
see.
weekly
This is.
basis.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So is this? Sorry, in setting, is this a yearly deal or is this a weekly deal?
I will figure that out in a bit.
Okay.
I feel like I want to sit down with the calendar a little bit because Derek at some point requested that we have more fantastical dates, and I agree with him. So I'll modify things very slightly and skin it slightly and might make it a lot more regular because it's my world.
Okay.
So I changed how the sun works.
So right now, after meeting us for 3 seconds, is he hiring us as guards, or is he telling us to go get spiders and then maybe he'll hire us as guards?
The
Yes.
second. He's saying we have to basically what we did down the pit in the tunnels below the granary. He wants us to do again here in his granary.
he'll maybe hire us.
Yeah, and then if we succeed and don't die, he'll hire us.
Okay.
So we're not getting paid for this job.
Well, we will get paid for this one because we're going to take the corpses to the city
Yes.
because they have a standing bounty,
Good point.
and we're going to get paid in spiders because the lady will pay us 5 gold a spider.
And that spider meat. Good stuff.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
I guess you guys, none of you have gotten to the spider meat episode of Critical Role yet, or have you, Emily?
I have,
No.
yes. I'm 45 minutes behind in the most recent episode, but other than that,
All right, I'm caught up as well.
oh, so good.
Okay, so let's go get some spiders.
All right. Well, that all seems appropriate, sir. We look forward to joining your employ.
I found
What?
a thing you guys can fight. Happy.
Please, anything bad.
Oh, it's gonna be so bad. It's gonna be fun. I'm enjoying this. This will be good. This will be very, very good. Okay, cool.
Move around. It's all for the XP.
That's true. Can we fight a dragon?
Yes.
Can we fight a
Let
what?
me know when you create your new character.
A what?
A dragon.
We gotta try to catch it. Dragons are incredibly valuable.
How would John
Well,
know about dragons?
About dragons?
Mm-hmm.
Dragons.
They just came from the plains of.
There are
come-
dragons on other planes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
They have
I
brass
just-
and red dragons in the fire elemental.
And they have there are certain kinds of they're called like the primeval dragons.
Mhm.
They are like much more strongly associated with their particular element.
Oh, intriguing.
Yeah.
They have iguanas from where I'm from. Are those small dragons?
In a way.
What
Uh,
element are those?
Salt.
There is the para-elemental plane of salt.
Intriguing.
Yes, that's one of my long-term strategies
That's terrifying.
for wealth creation.
Salt mining.
Yes. It's to open a permanent portal into the para-elemental plane of salt for the purposes of mining it.
Interesting.
All right.
But for
fine.
now, I guess we'll go into this tunnel and kill some spiders.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some spiders or something. Let's fuck them up.
So he calls the servant over and asks the servant to show you to. You know, it's actually kind of sad because I have all of these tunnels set up and pictures that I want to keep, but
Because you have what?
I have like maps that have been set up and they're very helpful, but I don't want to keep using them all the time. You know,
You
'cause
don't want to what?
I don't want to keep using the maps over and over, or I don't want to keep every map I create because that just means that I'm going to end up having a ton of work to do later.
Yeah. I keep a rotating maps file. on my
That's
hard
fair.
drive.
I'm just sort of building them here as I'm building them. Okay, so that's Serenexia. Serenexia's not here. You guys are dragged over. I will start building this as you go down. But basically, as the servant shows you to a trapdoor and says, just shout your names when you come back up, Squad 13, and we'll let you in.
Will do.
Alright, and descending down, what's your marching order?
Oh, this is a big basement.
I'll go first because I'm melee.
The vast expense.
The elemental point.
Have you updated your hit points,
Yeah.
Sarah?
No.
I should probably be in the back because I don't have.
Is that final marching order?
Oh, okay then.
Unless you want to be, you got.
Unless you want to what?
Jack, do you want to move in the back?
I was trying to, but it seemed like Agate didn't want to do that.
You can. It's okay. Go. No, I can only move mine.
There you go.
Don't worry, guys.
Given
I'll
that you have
absorb all
armor.
that damage.
You
Yeah,
are.
now you're level 2. Oh, many spiders. Alright. As you're coming down this tunnel, Orentha, you can see nothing. As soon as the servant closes the trapdoor behind you, everything is pitch dark and you are blind.
Oh,
I forgot I was here.
dark vision.
I also have dark vision.
The stop short, and I like run into her.
I
Are you going to go into the basement?
do you have a torch or something? I can't see very well.
All right.
I don't think I do.
I go.
You each have torches in your...
Oh, well, perhaps I will. Oh,
Okay.
do you
want-
you have a fire head? Do you want to use?
Yeah, I can just. I cut my hands and I blow into them a few times, and then there's a little gobbet of flame that is just flickering there,
Okay.
and I'll hold it aloft.
Fantastic. So as you're walking down, how are you walking down?
Stealthily.
Yeah. Try to keep quiet.
Okay.
Should we roll a group stealth check?
Yes, please.
Hey. It's not terrible.
Sorry, I'm still setting stuff up.
Come on,
in my head.
Arentha. Hey.
Nice.
So most likely at least 2 successes.
Like a 5-minute pause if you want time to set things up, Maria.
No, it's okay. It's like, it's doable now. It's just like the stupid PDF kept blocking. And it's more fun when you guys are doing things as we're doing this. I wonder, can I bring this out? No, I can't. So let's change this color. As you're walking forward, Arentha, you see a widening of the tunnel, and everything, perception checks, please. Or what are your passive perceptions again?
Passive perception.
12.
Okay.
10 for passive. But for making them, then 12.
12 for passive.
Okay, so as you're walking down, you don't really hear anything, you don't really see anything. It is dusty and kind of cobwebby, but not hugely so. And as you walk down, it takes you some time. Like, there's widenings, it seems very quiet. As you keep walking, you realize this tunnel goes a lot further and deeper than the one under the granary. Like, there's no corpses or anything. It seems like even the tunnels underneath more richer areas of the city are in better shape than those under less rich areas of the city.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are the walls made like? Or made of? Is it just dirt or is it like stone?
It's a combination of dirt and stone. Like, right under the houses, like right now you've gone deep enough that it's mostly just dirt. And the tunnels are maybe like 10 feet in diameter.
Okay. I'm gonna look around. Is there anything like stored down here that we can see?
No.
So it's totally empty. He did say that he wasn't he hadn't done anything with it yet.
And as you are looking around, you notice that there are a couple of like mounds of dirt on the ground.
Where are the mounds of dirt?
Sort of scattered. There's no real pattern to them.
Can we indicate where they are on the map?
Yes. So there's like a small pile here. There's a small pile here. There's a couple of piles here.
Can I throw a dart into the nearest one?
You may.
Like that. Do I have to roll an attack?
Sure.
I'd like to ready an action to attack if something bursts out.
A 10?
Oh, they're all the same thing?
Oh, that's it, yes.
Yes, they're all the same thing.
Okay. You hit into the clump and it sinks into the dirt.
I'm going to.
If you're moving up, you should probably indicate it using the tokens as well.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. I'm gonna go to like the closest. You said there were like cobwebs somewhere. You get to the closest one and with an eldritch blast to light it on fire.
Okay. Roll. The clump of dirt is smashed to smithereens. And as you do that, roll initiative, please.
Oh.
Does my ready to action go off?
What did you ready again, please?
I said I would ready an action to attack if something burst out.
Burst out of the...
I meant in general, but I meant I was watching them poke and prod at the surroundings and essentially getting the thing. Oh, you can't see me. Why am I posing? Getting the flame ready if I saw something pop out.
So are you looking at the ground is what I'm asking?
I was looking everywhere I could look. So I imagine my head was on a swivel. I was looking at Arentha and I was looking at Agate.
Waiting for something to pop out.
Okay, honesty here. Were you looking up?
No, I was not looking up.
Okay, your action does not go off.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Okay, sorry, I should have started the timers.
Yeah, based on my 12 perception, I don't think I was looking up.
1 second. Sorry. It's very different doing D&D in my childhood home because things keep happening. So I think each of you can modify your tokens.
What do you mean modified?
Like if you look on the turn order thing, you should be able to click on the number and modify it.
Oh, it's just delete it. Okay, but we're rolling for initiative now.
Yes,
so.
please.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, Emily, you have to click on your token and then roll initiative.
Yes.
Yeah. It just told me that. What is bar 3? The...
Bar 3 is... Oh, interesting. Why isn't that working?
That's your passive perception.
That's
So
your
the
speed.
green one, the red one
Speed.
is speed. The blue one is passive perception.
No, hers
and
just wasn't showing up for some reason.
Oh. Well, okay then.
which is why she had a very good point.
Okay. Well, it's lower, but that's fine.
Okay. All right. So who is first? Up there? Oh, okay. You're both sort of there. Fantastic. Let me pull this
Yeah, 17.
on.
But I can't physically move it in the order. I think you need to do that.
There was a really nice spider last one, and now there isn't. So we'll just play with this one. Introduce this big.
Ah!
It drops down
Fuck
and
Oh, it's
reaches
so...
out. What? What?
Um,
Okay. And it
do you still only have 12 hit points, Sarah? Oh yeah, you haven't leveled up yet. Sorry.
Why would she only have 12? That seems quite low. Is that
Because
what
she hasn't gotten to level 3 yet. I was
Okay,
asking.
but you should. Okay, good. I mixed up the two, which makes no sense. Okay, it lashes out at Jamra.
Does that have reach?
Let me.
Because if it doesn't, then it's got to get here.
No, it does. For what I want it to do. No, that's a +5.
Fuck.
Sorry, 17.
17. Okay, yeah, that hits.
All right, you are restrained by webbing.
Oh, it shoots out a web at me.
Yes.
Okay.
It has shot out a web at you, and you are restrained.
Okay.
And it starts crawling forward. With that in mind, since that was its surprise attack, Jamra, it is your turn.
Great. Do I get a save on my turn to get out of the web?
Yes, you may make a DC. You may make a strength check. Sorry.
Strength check. Well, that's not good.
The webbing is continuing to restrain you.
So, that's okay. Do I only see one of them?
You only see. Or where are you looking?
I'm looking up now.
Make me a perception check, please.
Okay. Come on, 0 modifier. Don't fail me now. Not great.
You. One more time, 1 second. It's really slow. You see nothing up in the rafters.
Okay.
Rafters. It's not rafters. It's other stuff. I don't know what it's called. The top of the tunnel. You see nothing.
Okay. Okay. I will.
Oh, it's an
create-
action though, isn't it?
What's an action?
As an action, you made a DC check. So do you have a bonus
I
action?
made a what?
You made a strength check as an action.
Oh, I was not. I asked if there was a save. I wasn't. I
Oh.
wasn't going to make a.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make a check if there was an action. I
No.
have a shit strength.
Okay, yeah. So it must be an action. It is not a save.
Okay. So you guys are gonna want to move by the end of your turns. Or one of you is. Who wants to? Arentha, do you want to go farther into the room next turn, or would Agate want to be farther into the room?
What's about?
I'm about to create a flaming sphere.
Okay.
I'll go further into the room.
Okay. My arms are pinned, but I suck in air and then I spit out, and there's this gobbet of fire that whirls and turns, and it grows larger and larger and larger until it can be seen right here in his square.
So is it just one?
It's a 5-foot ball of fire.
Let's just do that.
I can't edit. I can't move that one, so I'll draw it.
Yeah, you should draw that. Great.
Okay. And he must make a dexterity save.
Okay. Let me just... I don't know if I feel like doing these all... Yes, okay. No, I've lost Guavira. Come back. Okay. There we go. I think that saves.
Okay. He does save, in which case he will take half damage. So 2d6 fire. Okay, so he takes 2 points of fire damage.
And this flaming sphere, would it touch any of the webbing?
It what?
Would it touch any of the webbing on you?
Not where it currently is, because it only affects things that are next to it. It affects people that are next to it at the ends of their turns, or things that it hits.
Okay. Good to know.
But yeah,
Anything else you would like to do?
that's all I can do, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agate, you see this giant spider drop down from the ceiling, and Jamra seems to be enveloped by webbing and has just cast a flaming sphere. What do you do?
I'm gonna look up at the ceiling. Do I see anything?
Perception check, please. You see 2 additional spiders.
Okay.
Here and here, and
Okay.
I'm going to move here and Eldritch Blast. Just a minute.
okay. I will pull them out. I lost it. What was it? Just as I'm trying to find that. There we go. What was your hit level, since I can't see things at once? Okay, that hits. Roll for damage, please.
Oh.
That's so sad.
And that is why it is very helpful to have Agonizing Blast. It seems more frustrated than anything else. I'm going to put the lightning sphere on those that are still up and are not on the ground. Okay, anything else you would like to do, Agate?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Orentha.
Yeah, you just can't end your turn next to the circle of death.
Orentha?
Oh, sorry, I forgot I had to push a button. I moved, and now I would like to take my 2 attacks at it.
Go ahead.
While I'm rolling, Sarah or Maria, do you guys watch Yeehaw Game Ranch?
Absolutely.
Did
No.
you see the new threatening video released by Bastelar's human companion?
Your short
No.
sword does not hit.
I hit it with my monk fist.
Hey!
That does hit. Roll damage.
7.
Alright. Sorry, that's a family thing. Okay.
And then, yeah.
Anything else?
How does it look?
It is looking poorly.
Sorry, what was that?
It is almost bloodied.
Flurry of blows. I'm gonna do a keyboard.
Okay.
It's happening.
Enraged.
Darn.
That does not hit either.
Well, that's fine then. That's my turn.
Enraged Orentha pulls out she like swipes once with her short sword, but ineffectively hits, and then with a punch she knocks the spider back a little bit, and then she tries to swing again with her short sword and misses yet again. All right, now it is the spider's turn.
Did you do both both flurries?
What was that?
Don't you get 2 flurries?
Don't you get
I
two,
think
do you
my
get 2
flurry
extra
is
strikes?
just another action, and I can only take 1
Oh.
attack per action at the moment. But when I get 2 attacks per action, it'll give me 2 more attacks.
Okay.
Well, let's double check so that we're not stuck with suboptimal killing. 65.
I don't know. My limited recollection comes from bow.
I just posted what I have. Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed. Oh! You're right.
When we
So I
read,
would've-
things go so well.
Okay, so I would have made a monk unarmed strike instead of a short sword
That's
attack.
fine. And then roll again for another monk.
It's 12.
That also misses. Your 2 punches hit, but do absolutely nothing.
Wah, wah.
Relax, everyone. Like, don't want to destroy the spiders. We just want to kill them.
Yes, keep in mind you want functional corpses.
We don't want spider bits.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. This spider is going to move forward. And I really need to look up the restraint.
So he's gonna have to make a dex save because he's moving into he's moving through the area of the spell.
Okay.
So that's another dex save for me.
Ooh. We have disadvantages against. There we go. So we have restrained.
Yeah, he has.
So dex saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
That
Fucking.
saves.
All right. Well, another 2d6. 1 hit point of damage. I will slay the beast.
And it reaches out and... Oh, shoot, I lost my nice thing that tells me things that it does. It will reach out and bite you. I believe that hits you.
Yeah, it'll hit.
And then this is actually becoming kind of fun. Killing Jumra is becoming a nice hobby.
Good for you.
7 damage.
Okay. Is that a specific type of damage?
It is indeed. It is.
I imagine it's not fire damage. That's the only one that would matter.
No, it's. Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. That's why it makes no sense. Piercing.
Okay. Yeah, he hits.
And make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. Why does everyone poison me? Why did they go for me first? I was in the back. Fuck that. Alright, I fail.
Are poisoned and take an additional.
Oh.
Jumra's down. Oh, Jumra, you do have DM inspiration. You can choose to re-roll that Constitution save.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll the con save.
Okay.
That's awful. Okay.
You succeed and take
Okay.
only 7 damage.
Oh, jeez.
Are you up?
Yeah, I'm up. Not by much though.
No, I took him up down exactly, unfortunately. Fantastic.
Is that the end of its turn? Because it then needs to make another save.
Okay. Shoot.
Oh my god.
It's doing great. It's doing great. All right, this one is going... Oh, and I need to recharge its web sense and see if that recharges. That recharges. Okay. The second one is going to try and restrain Orentha.
It takes 3 points of damage.
Oh, thank you. And now that I think about it, it probably shouldn't be. Yes. Does an 11 hit you, Orentha?
No.
Great. It does not. And it will move forward 2, 3, and bite you. No, it can't do that. It will just move forward. I apologize. The third one is going to move here and will try and shoot its web at Agate. Does an 11 hit, dear?
I don't know. How do I check the hits?
Your AC. What's your AC?
D is 11.
Okay, so you are also restrained by webbing.
Shit.
Yep.
Okay.
And that is their turn. Jambra.
Agate, don't you have armor?
I don't have armor up yet.
No, don't you have, like, actual armor? You're proficient in light armor.
It says my armor class is 11.
I know. I mean, you can wear armor.
Oh yeah, I would be wearing armor. How much does
Yeah,
that...
and you start with armor.
Oh, yes. So how much does that bring up my armor class?
It's
It
usually
was definitely by more than one.
Do you have leather armor or do you have armor of Agathis?
I have light armor.
She doesn't have armor of Agathis cast, because that doesn't affect her armor class.
it'd either be 11 or 12 plus your dexterity modifier, depending on what kind of armor you have.
It's leather armor. Yeah, you start with leather armor as a warlock.
Leather armor is an 11 plus your dex modifier becomes your AC. What's your dex
So
modifier?
your AC is 12 then. Is 12, not 11.
Okay, my dex is 1. Yeah,
So you should modify that, please.
modifying it. Okay, 12.
So you are not, in fact,
Fantastic.
restrained.
Can everyone else also please double check that they have the correct armor class set up?
Sadly, I do.
Okay, just double check. Orentha, you too? And she hasn't pushed the button.
My armor is just my proficiency plus dex because I'm a monk.
Okay, great. Are you allowed to wear armor as a warlock?
Yeah, warlocks get proficiency in light
Warlocks
armor.
Why do
They
you
wear
allow
leather.
that?
That's why they're the BDSM class.
Why?
Also
Didn't
because
my
they have a
warlock wear armor? Okay. Sorry. Jamra, now it's your turn.
She was too badass for armor. She didn't need it.
Yeah, that's right.
Hexblades get medium armor, too. So.
She was a tome block.
Oh. Bookworm. Okay, so it's... Oh, by the way, at the end of that one's turn, it has to make a dex save, because it's within 5 feet of the Orb of Death.
Okay.
Are you going to fail any of these? God damn it. 1 point of damage! Fuck. Stupid thing.
I'm really sorry.
Kind
of, not really.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
That would catch the... Here's my question. Is the webbing flammable?
Yes.
If it catches on fire, would it free me or would it burn me?
That is not in the rules as written. Let me think about it for a second.
I am resistant to fire, if that matters. So maybe I shouldn't be worrying about it.
Don't worry about it. Just do your thing.
Okay. I will unleash a gout of flame, blasting out from my cupped hands within the mesh of the...
Oh, it's your own
the
fire.
webbing.
I'm pretty sure it wouldn't hurt you.
Yeah.
Roll,
okay,
please.
cool.
But like if someone were to burn
it's
you.
a save. Oh, no. Well, I'm... Yeah. Okay, whatever.
Is Burning Hands a save?
Yes, it is. They need to roll me a dex save.
Okay, you are. Is it round down or round up
It's round.
for
It's almost
half
always round
damage?
down. It's always round down.
Okay. So the
The other
webbing is
one needs to do
starting to
too.
fall apart. The
Wait,
first one
the webbing
succeeds.
gets a save?
No, the
Oh,
webbing
oh,
is
okay,
the webbing is almost destroyed. No, the webbing is destroyed. You are no longer
okay,
restrained.
okay. I'm no longer restrained.
Okay,
Okay,
so that was the first one who succeeded with a natural
okay. So the
20.
second one is
The second one does not
8.
succeed.
All right. So one of them will fail.
So the first one
Uh,
takes 4 damage. The second one
and the other one takes
takes
9.
9.
How is the one? How is the 4 looking?
Really in pain.
Really in pain?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep the flaming sphere there, and well, actually, I get to move it as a bonus action, and move it out, and then ram it back in to have him make another save.
Is that a bonus action?
That is a bonus action.
Okay, and this is
As
just
a
the
bonus
first
action,
one?
you can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If you ram the sphere into a creature, the creature must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving for this turn.
Okay. I love this thing. This first spider.
I missed my magic die, Emily. My beautiful blue d20.
Roll for damage, please. There
Okay,
you go.
damage.
Very, very poorly, this first one.
Oh my god, he's still up.
If
Gotta kill him, Marantha. Gotta kill him.
Agate, your turn. You've seen Jamra do a stunning display of pyrotechnics.
I am going to.
Oh, I'm gonna move over here. Oh no, I can't. No, that's a very bad.
You
idea.
can. You have lost. You are no longer restrained.
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't want to take fire damage.
That's fair.
So I'm gonna not do that.
Remembering that we don't want to destroy these things, I'm going to stick my hand up as far
Oh
as
yeah,
I can
you
go.
are charring this poor spider to a crisp, Jack. But that's okay.
I'm putting my hand up as far as I can to the ceiling, and I'm going to cast poison spray.
Interesting. Constitution save. Let's see.
For this guy.
The second one succeeds. Okay, the second one succeeds. Did they take half damage?
Yes.
Okay. Also looking very poorly, the second one.
Hang on. How much damage did it take?
6.
Oh, because it's 12 poison. Okay.
Was that for
Got it.
both of them or just for the one?
Range is 10 feet, so I think it would just be the one closest to me.
Well, if you're hitting it on this one, the first one would also have to roll. Where are you localizing?
Oh, it's
this
one
spray?
creature. It's one creature.
Oh, okay.
It said spray. I was thinking, is that AoE?
Okay.
One.
But no, it is one creature.
Okay. Anything else?
So now I am going to shit.
I will say if you move around, Orantha gets flanking. If you move to the other side of the spider, Orantha gets flanking.
Yeah, you go there.
Yeah. Between two spiders.
Yes.
It's fine.
But one will go down if you do well. Orantha, your turn.
No.
It is up to
Oh,
her.
boy. How are they looking?
The 2 spiders you are between seem very hurt. The other one has not been touched.
Okay, well, do I get flanking with the one that Jack is by?
I don't know if that counts. If someone wants to look up flanking rules.
Technically, no, it doesn't count.
Then I'll move there and then
You're
take
next
my
to the
first
sphere.
attack.
You're next to the sphere.
She doesn't have to end her move there, though.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
only if I end my turn there. I will take my first swing. At advantage.
You don't hit.
Oh my
Your
god.
sword swings ineffectually.
You stupid freaking spider. Okay. I'm gonna go for the same one because it's harassing poor fire toast man.
That does
Okay.
hit. And the
7
spider
damage.
falls,
Okay.
still burning. Anything else you would like to do, Orantha?
I'm gonna move over here just so Agate can maybe get advantage if she has a melee attack. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Alright, this one is down, so let's modify that so I don't accidentally have him attack. The first one, the second one now actually, will roll and does not recharge its web, so it will reach out and try to bite Orantha, which it succeeds in doing. I'm starting to scare myself, I'm rolling too well.
That hits.
That is 8 damage. And make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Hey. Goodbye, friends.
I lost my giant spider again. Giant spider, where are you? I can't remember how much damage she takes and I need it.
It's 2d8.
Is it 2d8? Alright, 2d8 plus
That's what you did for Jack anyway.
7 more damage. You are somehow still up.
I love that.
Woo!
And you... Oh, you're not poisoned. So that's good. Okay. The second one is also going to try... The third... Whatever. The one that's not dead. The second one that's not dead is also going to try to recharge it with its web sense. It does. And tries to shoot out its web at Agate, which I assume hits. You are restrained. Jambra!
Okay. You said this one was looking like it's...
That one's looking
This one
poorly.
is-
It is bloodied.
Okay. Bonus action, reposition this, and smack it.
Okay.
Bam. It needs to make a save.
It does not save.
Oh, finally.
This one didn't save last time either.
10 points of fire damage.
It is down.
All
burnt.
right.
It is starting to burn on the edges.
And then I will...
This last one has not been touched at all.
How am I looking for spells? Okay.
Ooh, better.
And then I will wreathe my hand in flame and produce a firebolt that I throw at him again like a baseball.
Okay.
15 AC?
That hits.
Okay. That is 5 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I like where I am. You know? I'm safe here.
Okay. You are indeed safe there. Agate, you are restrained.
Yes. What does that mean?
Let me copy paste it again.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around a little bit and I'm going to cast Armor of Agatha.
Okay.
I thought I copied it over.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so that means I have temporary hit points and stuff that attacks me I do cold damage on. So would I do cold damage on the armor that is already around me? Or the... What I mean?
D&D. Yes.
Okay, hang on, I have it here. So, anything creature hits you with a melee attack while you have these hit points, the creature takes 5 cold damage. So I guess it's not a...
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
Okay.
If you decide not to cast it, that is valid.
Okay. I am going to not cast it then, and I'm going to hit... Well, I can't move. I'm going to hit the one remaining guy with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
I'm too far away for poison spray.
Roll.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Oops. Won't let me go back to where my core is.
That hits. Roll for damage.
I'll take it.
8. It is now bloodied. How do you subtract numbers? It is bloodied. And do you have a bonus action you can do?
Can I bonus action struggle?
That would be an action.
No, I don't.
But you may struggle ineffectually.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Okay. Orentha.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna just run up to that bad boy with my 40 feet of movement.
Sounds good.
40, just in case. And do my thing. Maybe I'll hit. You never know. Oh boy,
It does not.
today. Well, maybe another one.
You've
No,
been rolling so
okay.
many.
Yeah.
Orentha slaps at the spider and does nothing.
I would like to spend a key point to do patient defense, please.
Okay, go ahead and do that. I don't know what that means.
You just have disadvantage on attacks against me.
Okay.
That's all.
The spider is rather annoyed by you and so is going to move forward and attack Agate since she is restrained. And that is at advantage. That hits. I
Okay.
believe. And then we'll do...
It's been nice knowing you, Agate.
Yep. 10 piercing damage.
Ooh, I am still up.
Just because we
And
want
roll me a
Valerie.
DC... roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Keep in mind, I ate the plague bread earlier.
Okay, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
You are just fine.
Hey!
See, it's the bread, I'm telling you.
Bread.
It's magic
And
bread.
yet, Jamra ate the bread that made people like him.
Yeah. That's Jamra's priority.
That's fair. Jamra, your turn.
Bonus action. You're gonna... Sorry. So, flanking for... Where would flanking for Orentha be on the spider? Would it be here or here?
I think it's directly across.
So...
I'm counting
be-
as being on the other side of the square.
Oh, okay. So either. In that case, I'm going to position it such that it hurt. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bam! Saving
Okay.
throw, please.
Okay. It will attempt to save. It does not save.
Oh my god. 11 points of damage.
It is very nearly crippled.
And then another bolt.
You realize you're burning these things. You are providing charred corpses.
I assume it's not the entire thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't have anything else I can do.
I know. I'm just making sure you are aware of the actions you are taking. Please
Well,
roll.
there's really nothing else I can do, and it's eating agate.
This is true.
I'm delicious.
I figure that let's say she wanted 3 corpses. We can give her 4, and they're a little crispy. Um, I will fire another bolt.
That
24.
hits.
5
How would you like to do this?
Um, the last of the webbing coming away as the flames really start going now. Jamra clambers over the top of the smoking body of the first one, and just as this one looms over and has knocked Agate down in its webbing, he just hurls a bolt right into its back, and it crackles in there and goes still.
That is exactly what happens. You have defeated the spiders. All is quiet. Because we started so late, I'm going to say let's put a pause and we'll start here exactly next session,
Okay.
which may be in 2 weeks. But we'll
Okay.
figure out how to bring everyone else in and work it out timeline-wise. Y'all have earned... Let's find the thing with the stuff. Sorry, 1 second. My dad just gave me limoncello, which has the alcohol content of vodka.
Yes, it does.
So, you each receive 200 experience.
Ooh.
And we will do it in the sense of you may roll for hit points. But right now, like, don't modify your current hit points. And keep in mind what abilities you'll gain if you do end up leveling up. And I'll write this down in the group me. If you do end up leveling up, keep in mind what abilities you'll have because they'll enact after the next short rest. Or rest, whatever. But
I think we're going to take a short rest right here.
Yes.
How many XP do you need to be a 3rd level?
That is on the
It's
character
on the little
XP
chart.
page.
It's 900. So you will not be at 3rd level.
Okay. The character
Agate, however,
XP
will be.
page not here?
I am now updating the character XP page. Agate goes to 3rd level.
Hey.
And you guys have 2 weeks to do all of the artwork and write-ups you care to do. Or that it is entirely possible for you to gain, like, some amount of... I can't really do math right now.
You can get to level 3 if you do 2 write-ups.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Just do the last 2 sessions.
Yes. Where are you? I can ask you that. Where are you posting the write-ups?
On the wiki.
Okay.
In the section marked write-ups.
I can't find anything anyway.
Okay. I don't know if
you're
it's
illiterate,
really that
but
confused. I don't know if it's
It's
really
not.
that confusing or...
It is literally just me. I can't navigate web pages.
Okay. That
I'll
makes
find
me
it.
feel a lot better because
I'll find it.
I was like,
Guys, I'm really realizing how much halal I've eaten this semester as I turn bag after bag of halal bag into... Hey, yeah, that was a halal bag too.
You're a great Muslim, Sarah.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yep.
I feel like you should just go with a Tupperware container at this point.
Well, no, I get the falafel sandwiches so they're wrapped up.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yes, people do go to the halal guy with Tupperware containers.
Well, that's good. That's good.
That is indeed very good. Okay. Yeah, so just look at Jumra's accounts and
Will do. I found the page.
you'll see them. There's also info boxes for them, which I think I will actually put on the first one because info boxes are fun. And we'll tell you roughly how much money and stuff you guys get, but I'll do it on the last one. I'll do it at some point so that people kind of know what it looks like. Oh, I should